Good evening. It's Friday. It's 6 weeks after the very first mystery scrappy quilt session when we learned what we needed, how we made the blocks that we needed to make for this mystery quilt. And here we are. As I say, 6 weeks later, and tonight is the night when we're going to see that it's all revealed. Now, I'm speaking with bated breath. I don't have anxiety, but I am anticipant, hoping with all my heart that everything is going to work out just right. So we shall see in not too long. So let's see who's here, because here we are. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That says morning, Trisha. And I thought that's not morning. So we are live. Why can I not see? Right, let's go out of there. And let's go here. Let's go back again. Mystery Scrappy Quilt. I am live because I can see. Oh, here we are. Here we are. Right, let's see. Hello Liz, hello Amanda, hello Jane, hello Caroline, hello Vanessa, Paula, Joanne, Judith, Sue. I'm looking forward to it too, Sue. Hello Elaine. And then it tells me lots of people are watching. So you can see, apart from the mess over there, you can see a blank screen behind me. I have had to adapt it. Oh, let's sit down properly, that's better. I've had to extend it because it wasn't that way. It didn't cover the whole of the wall. And because this quilt is wider, it wouldn't fit on my original Thermolam wadding design wall. But hopefully now it will just. And hopefully we've got the length is long enough. I'm going to have to start right near the top, so I may have to climb on a chair when I come to placing that first row to be able to get everything on there for you to see. So let's see who else is here now. Kirsten, hello, and Sue, and Jeeta, and Linda. And Tony, you found me. I always wonder why it's hard to find me, because as you know, on a Tuesday evening, I'm in the Sew with Trisha group. On a Thursday, I'm on the Sew Totally Trisha page, along with Fridays as well, apart from when I'm doing something special like this. So it's in the special group, which is the Mystery Scrappy Quilt 6. And that's the group that it's called. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you found me. Evening, Marion. And hello, Jen. You may have to catch up later. That's fine. You're sitting around a fire pit out on the field, toasting marshmallows. Oh, my goodness. Well, I've left a request that Martin actually lights the log burner tonight because it is chilly. It's chilly out here, and I feel it's been chilly all day long. But never mind. We'll manage. We'll cope. Hello, Rosemary. Hello, Sue. Hello, Vanessa. It is so exciting. I was sitting on my knees then. I got my knees to make me a bit higher because I just got to make sure that you can see behind me blank canvas. But what's it going to be? Hello, good evening, Marilyn and Sean. Yes, it's curious to see if you got it right. I'm curious to see that I got it right, Sean, actually. But we shall see. Hello, Yvonne. Oh, no, Marilyn. Well, lovely to see you, but I'm sorry to hear you got COVID. It is certainly going around, isn't it? Just dose yourself up, paracetamol, lots of warm drinks, and keep yourself warm. I keep saying, and I've been thinking about today, about that quilted hug. We will be making one, and I will probably tell you when we shall do that during next week. because I think everybody at this point in time needs a quilted hug. And yes, I can't wait to make one. When I make one, I'll probably make 2 or 3, you know, different colours. That's how it is. And we'll probably do it on a weekend session so that everybody can get it finished if they sew along with me. So watch this space. Hello, Sandra. Lovely to see you this evening. And Jack, shopping was a nightmare. Shopping is a nightmare, full stop. That's why I don't do it. Oh, that's right, Tony. I wasn't going to have the COVID jab anyway, but I got another email saying that they were wrong in the previous one. Now, what did it say? It said anybody that had turned 65 after the 1st of September 2025, I think it said. No, 23. That's right. Wasn't eligible. Now, but 70 to 79-year-olds, or 70 to 85, and I thought, well, that's silly because I turned 65 in February of 2023, and they're saying you've got to have turned 65 after September 23. So it ruled me out because I wasn't 65 after September 23. I didn't turn after then. I don't know. I think whoever's writing the emails there got it completely wrong, but I don't want it anyway, so that's how it is. But I have booked my flu jab today, but I've got to wait till November, the first week in November. So that I shall look forward to. Oh. So it's a shame when you want it. Not good at all. So Gita's hoping you feel better soon, Marilyn, and so do I. Oh, Virginia, your hubby wants a quilted hug too. Do you know, I had got in mind some fabrics, which I thought for male as well. So could be either or, but it could easily be male. And I think it would look quite nice. Hello, Juliet. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Patricia. That young word, I think you've got that on copy and paste because I love it. Thank you, Patricia. So Jen's booked hers, Tony, and she's only 75. I think it depends on areas. And yes, I won't say any more. But yes, okay. Right. Shall we get started? We've got nearly 40 people here, and people may still be watching for the group or can't get onto it, or they may be doing something else. So let's just have a look. Now let me just get my stand here so that I can see. I want to see any comments. So I'm going to put this just here. Whoops, no, that's wrong. I'm going to put this just here. I haven't disappeared. I'm just putting my thing up there. Okay. Right, so I'm going to show you now. Now I am back here. This camera, I've got the iPad here because I can see it's bigger, a bigger screen. So it won't be the actual right way round, but because what we're going to make is mirror image, symmetrical, top to bottom, side to side, it shouldn't actually make any difference. Now you won't be able to read this because it will be the wrong way around to you, but what it says on here is from top to bottom. So we're going to start with row 1 right at the top, down to row 16 at the bottom. So I have put row 1, the one we're going to choose, which is row 1, is week 3 at the top. So let me just show you what I mean. Now, albeit this one is week 5, as you can see, but you'll look for week 2, 3, 4 or 5. And then this chart here of the row is the top, and this one is the bottom. So I've made it quite obvious, logical. This row is the top row and this is the bottom. So when I say on here, I'm reading it backwards, row 10 is week 5, the bottom row. Then I shall pick that one up. So let me put this just here so I can see what we're doing. And if you watch the little video that I did this morning, I'm just trying, whoops, that is there we are. So I'm just whizzing that round so you can see. I've laid out all my rows here. Underneath here, whoops, let's just bend that down. Underneath here, I've got my PDF with the week. So this one's week 5. So the top row, I've got my 2 rows for that top row on the top there. And I've labelled it week 5 top. And this one here, I put week 5 bottom. So, and I put one on each because it's the same one. And I've actually put numbers on there because I know which rows they're going to be. So every time I come to the table, when I say a week and a row, or a row and what week and top or bottom, I'm going to pick it from the appropriate one just there. So let me see. I'm just trying to whiz us back round to our design wall, which will have it right at the top to begin with. There we are. So, are we ready for row 1, which I'm going to put at the top, is actually week 3 top row. So there is my, there we are, week 3 top row. So I am going to stand on a chair to start off with, because I don't know how far it's going to go if I don't go at the top. So let me, I might have to use a pin or two, or not stretch it out too much. There we go. Whoops, okay. I might have to move the camera if we can't see exactly that. Oh. I know that's not quite right. So let me just get my pin cushion because I need some pins. Where have I put my pin cushion? Now let me have a look. That is wrong. So I can see what has happened there. And let me see. So this is not right, and you'll be able to see. So there's 2 rows exactly like this. One row is going to go that way up. Can you see that bit just there? But that is wrong. This particular one is going this way. Let's pop that just there. Gosh, let's get a pin and put that in there. Okay. So I'm hoping this is going to hold up because it's long. I want it to stick to there. Okay. Right. So there is our top row. That is correct, because I'm also looking at my picture. Oh, that's good, Janet. Oh, thank you, Janet and Tony. Yes, you're right, Sean. It is upside down. Good evening, Pat. Okay. So that was row 1. Row 2 is week 5 top. Okay. So let me have a look. Yes, this one is going to be on. So I'm looking at my picture as well now. So week 5 top. So here is row 2. Okay. I think you might guess what this is going to be fairly quickly. Whoops. There we go. That is holding on. And what I might do, move my pin down so that it holds 2 rows together. Okay. Right. Okay, so we are starting to get there. Row 3 is week 2 top. Week 2 top. I wonder which way that should go. Oh no, that's week 2. That's right. So this one is the top row of week 2. Up we go again. Please cling. Please cling. That looks okay. Right. Well, starting to look like something. Don't know. So that was number 1, 2, 3. So number 4, we might have something wrong, we don't know. Row 4 is week 4, bottom. So here is week 4, bottom. Let me see. Nope. Week 4, this one. So week 4, bottom. Let's see. Oh, I might not need the chair anymore. So here we are. Week 4. Oh yes, that's looking okay. Week 4, bottom. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Okay. Righty-ho. Week 4, bottom. Something is coming around there. So let me have 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5, row 5 is week 3, bottom. Right. Week 3, bottom. Let me just see. Let me have a look on here. Week 3, bottom is row 5. I think it might be the other way. So you'll have to have a look, because I shall put a picture on. Let's just have a look. Yes, I think that's the way it goes. So row 5 is week 3, bottom. I think it will go this way. Yup. So you can see the border coming in around here at the top. There we are. It's coming out, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're watching from a car. Oh, Jane. Well, why wouldn't you? It's something you don't want to miss, do you? Okay. Yes, I will be careful. I will be careful, Pat. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6. Row 6 is week 2, bottom. Okay. Week 2, bottom. Week 2, bottom. Oh, yeah, I think it's that way. So as you know, each row is identical, but one way up is the right way, the other way, oh, look at that, 2 exactly the same. Could you believe it? Okay. Now what I might do, let me just see, week 2, bottom. Let me just see if this one is different. Week 2. Week 2. Look, I put the same on both. Never mind. Never mind. Let's leave that. So that was row 2, 4, 6. So row 7 is week 5, bottom. Week 5, bottom. I might. Week 5, bottom. which is row 2, 4, 6, 7. 7. Oh, we want that to go that way. Okay. Week 5. Ooh. Don't know if I've got this in the right place or not. Perhaps I have. And that is, there might be one that's ooh. Well, we shall see. We shall see, and we shall see which one is in the wrong place. So I don't know about this one here. I think that should be in the other direction. Never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Row 8. Row 8. Whoops, where's my paper? Row 8 is week 4 top. Week 4 top. So row 8 has got, ooh, yep, I think we are this way. Row 8. This is okay. This one, oh, might be, I don't know. Right, there we are. Some of it's looking good. I'm looking on the screen. Can you see what's appearing? Okay, yep, I think that's 8. Row 9 is week 4 top. Week 4 top. So row 9, week 4 top. And I think we're there. Row 9. Row 9. No, I think that's that way. Row 9. Yep. Okay. So actually we've got to the middle now. So this is row 9. There we go. Let's see. Righty-ho. How's that looking for you? That was row 9. Row 10. Week 5 bottom. Week 5 bottom. So this one is row 10. Row 10 is starting, oh, like that, I think. Okay. Yep. Row 10. There we go. I think we are. It's hard when you're. There we go. Now, let's just have a look. We might need to dip so you can see the top there. Yep. Just see the top. I think we're looking okay. Oh no, I can see one. Can you? I can see this one here is the wrong way round. So I shall have to look at that one. So we have got to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So row 11 is week 2 bottom. Week 2 bottom. That might be. No, it might not be. Oh, there we are. So you see that one needs to go. I didn't look at my book. I think this is looking okay there. Okay there. There we go. So the one that's wrong, I will have a look to see if I've drawn it wrong or whether I've just placed the wrong one there. Let's can you check row 6, third one in. Row 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that was the one I pointed out, Nikki. This one here should be the wrong way round. It should be the other way round. Right, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. So row 12. Week 3 bottom. Week 3 bottom. let's just see. Week 3 bottom. You look here, which is row 12. Row 12. No, I think that should be that way. Yep, I think. Let's have a look here. There we go. Let's see if, yep, I think, I'm just having a guess at this one. I think that is, stand back and look. No, I think that's wrong. That was 12. Oh no, perhaps. Let's just see. No, that might. Let me just, I don't know if this is right. Week 3, bottom. Week 3 is row 12. There. Have I missed one out? 10, 11. Oh, I think 11 is the wrong way up. That is why. Week 11. Wrong. There we go. That's better. Obviously I've pulled some a little bit further so they're not lining up perfectly, but there we go. That's better, it's easier to see. Oh yes, apart from that one, so what are we on now? That was 12, so 13 is week 4 bottom. Week 4 bottom, and that is, we'll just put the book here. 13 needs 13 other way, 13 that way. So here is row 13, which is week 4 bottom is row 13, and these are all on the PDF. Whoops, I think I need a few more pins. And it's holding up really, really well. Okay. Right. There we go. So 13. Row 14 is week 2 top. Right. Week 2 top is row 14. And I think that needs to go the other way around. Yep. So, on my knees this time. Week 2. Week 2 top is row 14. And I'm sure you're all working out exactly what we have now. I think I'm going to have to move this back a little bit further so that you can see, whoops, let's just move that, whoops, that way. I'm just moving that around there so that you can see the bottom, because we're getting towards that bottom, which looks crooked, but it isn't. There we are. So we have got 2 rows left, so we must be on row 15 next, which is week 5 top. So week 5 top, I think, will be this one. 5 top. There we are. It's coming along. Coming along. Yes, we can see this one is correct. There we go. And, whoops, don't fall off. Don't fall off. On 2. And the last row is row 16, which is week 3 top. And I can see that that needs to go in the bottom, in the middle at the bottom. And there's the rest of our border near the top and the bottom. There we go. Ta-da! Ta-da! So, as I say, look at that. Now, I'm just going to find myself I'm sure I must have the odd half square triangle over here, ready made. Let me just pop that here. Half square triangle, not that one. Oh, can you believe? Oh yes, I have a half square triangle, which I'm going to put over the top. Let me see if I can find another pin. Not there. Right. So it was this one here, wasn't it? The wrong way round. So if I put that one over the top, da-da! How's that? How is that? Can we see that that is I just want to get that all in. No, not my head there. I think we're correct. Okay. Okay. I'll take this off of here now. And I'm going to sit myself down. Oh, wow. Yes. I can't wait to see all of your makes as well. So, yes, there's that one error. What did we say? It was row 6. Week 2. I can have a look at the PDF now. Week 2, bottom. Week 2, bottom. Oh yes, it's me. It's correct. It's correct on the chart. It's just me stitching it the wrong way round. So all I should do is unpick that one block and take it out and put that new one in. Or I could turn the other one around, couldn't I? So, but apart from that, it is right. So that was me. Hello, Jill. And you just seen it all. Oh my, oh no, I got another one wrong, haven't I? Hang on. I'm looking there, down here. No, that's right, that's right. One looks wrong. Oh, this one. That one's wrong too. Ah, so that is me also. Oh, thank goodness I got another one made. Let's see. So, keep walking across here. Where is it? It is here. Can you see this one's wrong? So this one is week 2, bottom. That needs to be that way. Does it need to be that way? No, it needs to be that way. That's it. No. No, it needs to be that way. There we go. There we go. That's better. So that was 11, row 11, week 2, bottom row. Week 2, was that the row? Week 2, bottom row. No, it's me. Week 2, bottom row. 1, 2, that way, that way, that way. What have I done there? Those are going that way. I probably should have had it the other way around, but I think it works. Yeah, so the other way round, it would have still worked, but the fault would have been on that end. So we're okay. Let me just see, I'm looking further into it. Yeah, row 6 I've changed. Row 11, is that what I've just done? Where was row 11? Is that the one I just done, which was 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11? Yes, this one here. Yes, I've just done that one. Thank you, Vivian. Yes. As Jen said, it's amazing how one pattern is going to look very different with all your different fabric choices. I know. And yes, I've used a dark background just for a change. And it is definitely scrappy. I have used just random, and you know I picked up random ones one after the other, which just shows it can work. And by using bright colours for the colour pieces and a dark background, it really shows up. Now for my border, the border doesn't really show very well at all, I don't think, but closer up it's fine. But obviously I shall have to stitch it all together, which I am going to thoroughly enjoy. Beverly loved it. Christine, Amanda, I know. And you're right, Nikki, yeah, the dark background makes all those colours really pop. 6th row up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've done that one. I've turned that around so that it's correct. Yeah, I've done that one, Nikki. Oh dear, oh dear. Row 6 from the bottom. Yep, done that one. 6, yes, I've done that, haven't I now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 row up. Yep, I've corrected that one. Yep, Rosemary, I've corrected it. Because I wasn't watching your comments as I was doing it. Another one on the left, row 6. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that joins. Was that the row I corrected? That goes. Yeah, that's pointing out. It's just looking, they should all join and make that star. So there should be points. Yep. That one goes that way, that one that way. It'll be a while before Jack finishes hers, but now you've seen the big reveal. You'll give it a go. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that'll be good. You can have lots of snowmen and reindeer bottoms in yours, Elaine. That will look really lovely. Can join check row 13. 16, 15, 14, 13. That looks all right. There's a pinwheel there, and it's all going around in the pinwheel. It might be the colours that make it look wrong. It is quite clever how it all comes together, isn't it? Look forward to, yes, Barbara's looking forward to seeing all the different fabric designs we're using. Oh yeah, that's true. If I didn't have those labels on, it wouldn't, yeah. Didn't didn't think about that. Thank you, Jeeta. There were only two. There weren't there? And it was my joining it together rather than the actual chart. So you should all be able to do it perfectly. And as I said, when I was, during the week, and when I was laying my rows out in twos, there was actually a row that I completely missed 2 blocks out of. And it was short, which is why I knew it was wrong. Reminds you of fireworks. It does, doesn't it? Lots of splashes. Lots of splashes of colour just going everywhere. But I can't believe how, look here, these two, identical. But perhaps you can't see from there. Let's see if I can, let's just go, whoops, no. Can't make it move outwards. Oh, there we are. So these two, yeah, just here, 2 identical. 1, 2. How wrong could that be? Okay. So, yeah. But when it's all stitched together, I'm sure it will look a whole lot better, because you can see where it's a little bit disjointed, where I can't lay it all perfectly together. I shall have to go around with a few more pins and just make sure it doesn't all fall down. So I think because there's a dark one, where can I see a dark one? That's right, yeah. It would probably be better to have a brighter one just there, but it is correct. It all fits in there. But, you know, we can pick it all to bits, can't we? What's the wrong thing? There we go. Oh, thank you, Jack. Yeah. I just thought, because it was what I was doing, I thought it was better to show you, just to give you a little heads up, you know, how it was all going to work, and it will help you to do it right first time. Nikki's just joined Project Liners, and it may be your very first donation. Well done. And you've got a few less scraps, bonus. Absolutely right. But what a worthwhile cause as well. I think those together look nice. Diagonal to that, you have the same again. Looks like it's on purpose, does it? Oh, yes, it is. You're absolutely right. So these two are the same, and those two are. Oh. Now, if I suppose if I'd made all of my half square triangles to begin with, but I didn't. I tended to do it this time as I went along, and therefore I got similar fabrics all, and I was using them in the rows that I was doing. But yes, it is. It's when you start really looking at it, it just shows you, you know, you look at it and a bit more picky about it, aren't you? You know, I've got lovely fabrics, 2 red ones there, and then a brighter, but yeah. You know, I as I said, I was doing it completely scrappy. Ah, Virginia's blacks, whites and greys. No, I'm sure it will look lovely. I am absolutely certain it will. Beautiful. It will stand out beautifully. Isn't it nice that we are all friends watching together? It really is, and how we can pick little things out and say, oh, there was that, and we'll say, oh yes, so it is. But yes, it is, it's lovely. Have a look at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock. 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock. What am I looking at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock? I don't know what you're talking about, Jill. Perhaps I've lost it there. Oh, lovely, Rena. Yeah, definitely give it a go. I just, as a project to think, oh, I'm going to make that, I think it's a little bit more daunting, or, you know, it's a full-on project that you start and you cut all your squares, but doing it week by week and just doing, we did 4 rows each week, didn't we? So we did 1 of it, well, we did 2 of the same one, and then 2 of another one, the same as well. And it just meant, yes, it's taken 6 weeks to do. And if you sat down to make the whole thing, it wouldn't take you 6 weeks because you just crack on with doing it all. But it is quite a nice way of being able to make it up gradually without really taking days at a time to make it. Oh, you're right, the pinwheels are similar, aren't they? Didn't do it on purpose though. So I was just going to say the next thing I'm going to do is I will be alternating. So I will probably take the top 2 rows down or one at a time and stitch them together. So I will make sure that my top row, I press all my seams in one direction, and then the second row, I'm going to press them all in the opposite direction. And then these seams here are going to nest. Once I've done those 2, I will take the next row off and make sure I press it in one direction. I just think that I don't want to take it all down and separate out one row going one way, one the other. I mean, which is what I'd normally do with less rows. But when you've got 16 rows, unless you've got a really big table, and then lay it all out on the table and then keep picking them up one by one. But I think the easiest for me, as I say, I should take the top one down and press my seams together and in one direction. And then I will take the second row and I will press them all together in the opposite direction. So I will keep those 2 rows when they're joined. Then I'll take the third row and make sure I press that in the opposite direction to the previous row, stitch that to it. Then I'll take the next one, so I'm doing one at a time because it's all sitting there in exactly the right place. Okay. It's like sitting in an art gallery. I suppose it is, sitting looking at one thing. And as Barbara said, who would have thought that after a couple of rows we would have ended up with a star, pinwheels and squares? I know. It's incredible, really. But that's what I want. I wanted really, a half square triangle is basic, a square is basic, but that's what I wanted to show you, how easily, by putting those squares and half square triangles together in different ways, what you can get from and they're all squares, basically. They're all a square, whether it be a plain one or whether it be divided into 2 with a diagonal line, giving us our half square triangles. Oh, as Vicky says, if she'd seen the pattern first, she would have thought it was far too advanced for her. So thanks for taking me out of my comfort zone. That is absolutely fine. Now that, you'll probably notice over the years, that's what I love to do. I love to take something that looks, on first sight, you think, oh my goodness, I couldn't do that. But once I've broken it down, you think, that is so easy. That is straightforward. I can do it. And I love that because all the while you're extending your knowledge, you're building your confidence, and, the sky's the limit. You can do anything, and I know you can. Okay, Tony, it is time to round up, isn't it? Ciao for now. And thank you, Jack. Jack says, thank you for sharing and inspiring. There's nothing difficult as such, but it really is stunning. Well, it's really different, isn't it? Oh, there's Jane. Hello, Jane. You love the colours and the pattern too. Jolly good. Yes. No, I think I'd said that on the odd occasion, Barbara. I wouldn't press them because at the time, you didn't know which row it was going to be. Therefore, you didn't know which way you wanted your seams to go. So you've done exactly right by waiting until we've got to this stage, and then you can make sure they're pressed. There would be nothing worse. I've done it myself. When you find out you've pressed 2 rows exactly the same, and you end up then, as you're stitching, you press one of the rows in the opposite direction, even though it's being pressed one way, and you pull it back the other way. When you go to do the next row to it, you forget that it was like that, and you end up, because it's still partly pressed in one direction, and then you've got a twisted seam on the back, which nobody can see it, but you know it's there, and it's irritating, isn't it? So you did exactly right there, Barbara. Lovely. So I must say, Barbara, changing the subject, lovely bag with that denim floral fabric. Very nice indeed. Okay, well, I'm going to leave you with this. I will take a picture and pop it in the group so that before, I'll take a picture now as it is, but obviously once I've stitched it together, which might be tomorrow because I'm itching to stitch it together now, having fixed my errors. So I'll take a picture like this so you've got a rough idea of what it's going to look like, and then, or I could take a picture of what's in my book where I've drawn. I'll show you what's in my book. There is my book. Can you see how I've gridded it all up, coloured in the bits. Down here I've numbered all my rows. Down here I have done what rows on what read. I know it's the wrong way around. So this is my, can you see this is my book when I draw things out. Lots of different things. I just put little bits down just for some ideas. There you go. Boring, aren't I? But never mind. Okay, my lovely friends. I'm going to love you and leave you there. It is dinner time. And I'll leave you to either start this as your next project or one for the future, or finish off the one that you have, finish off your rows, put them together. I have changed in the group. Nobody could post except for myself, which is why I wanted to put the PDFs in there and any videos. But now you will be able to post pictures or comments or questions you want to ask. You're able to put those in the group. So fire away if you need. I don't like that dark. I've seen a dark one down here, which looks, where is it? It just looks as though it's wrong because it's dark. Oh, this one. It looks like it's a background colour dark there. Never mind, I'm being fussy now. It's the right way, but it's darker and not brighter, so it stands out. Anyhow, I'm not going to say that anymore. So yes, you have a good weekend, Marion, and Jack, and Juliet, and Beverly, and Pauline, and thank you everybody for joining in the very latest Mystery Quilt Sew Along 6, and we'll look forward to the next one. So take care, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.